Assalamualaikum and a very good day everyone. So my name is Amirul Hazim bin Kamarul Zaman. I'm from Upper Dilangit Universe Awareness Malaysia. Together with me, the co-authors of this with Muhammad Hafiz bin Ahmad Mirza. And my title of presentation today is about most viral astronomy hoax news in Malaysia and strategy to convey the truth. So let's start it. Okay, so here's the abstract that I'm sharing with you guys. So we know that the COVID-19 pandemic already hits the globe throughout the world. So it is a virus that should be stopped from spreading. Besides that, there's another type of virus that should be stopped from spreading. It is a virus called fake news virus. So it is should not be spread at all. So I'm going to share to you some of the most viral astronomy hoax news in Malaysia and how are we uh, how are how are we at Upper Dengit Universe Awareness Malaysia convey the truth by a platform that we're going to introduce to all of you. So, among of the most viral astronomy hoax in Malaysia, so I think one of it is about the green moon. So, the green moon is a viral astronomical phenomena whereby it is a full moon, and it claims that it happens on the every 420 years, whereby the moon turns into green. Okay, so it is actually not true at all. So it is going viral over the years and years. It just changed the year. For example, here 20th April 2016, and in future it's going to be might be 2020, 2022, or 2023, and it's already been viral before previous years. Besides that, the among of the most viral astronomy hoax news in Malaysia is that the Earth will experience one day, 8 days, or some says that 15 days of total darkness. So here's the screenshot of the message. As you can see, it claims that NASA confirms, or in other words, that NASA says. So whereby it actually is a hoax news that NASA doesn't say at all, even though they believe that NASA says. See, you can see the screenshot where there's a logo of NASA patch over there. So it is clearly being spread news of hoax news in the name of NASA, which should not be done. Okay, besides that, the astronomical hoax news is the Mars appears as big as the moon. So you might heard of it before or you might not. So here's the screenshot of it. You can see that it is actually two celestial objects that said to be one is the moon and another one is the Mars, whereby Mars appears as the same big as the moon, which cannot be happen at all because logically the Mars is very far away from Earth, so it is not as big as the moon. Besides that, is another hoax news is that cosmic radiation from Mars, whereby here's the screenshot from a message, a WhatsApp message, and it is in Malay. So I translated in English. It says that switch your phone tonight so that the radiation from the cosmic radiation from Mars uh, would not affect it to you. So yeah, again, it claims that NASA, BBC says, and should not be spread. So yeah, it is something, it's not logical at all. Besides that, there's another one, the moon tawaf the Kaaba. So if you might know, the tawaf means that security or rotating towards the Kaaba. So the Muslim have need to go for their annual pilgrimage to the Holy Mecca. So to perform, one of it is tawaf around the Kaaba. So in this statement, so the screenshot again in Malay, so I translated in English, it says that the moon will tawaf the Kaaba. So it is clearly a non-logical astronomical phenomenon that could not happen because scientifically we know that the moon orbits the Earth, so it cannot orbit the Kaaba. So it is clearly a hoax news. Okay, and another one is quite recent this year, whereby earlier this year we noticed that a statement whereby the Earth rotates faster. But in this Hoax news, it says that the Earth rotates faster due to the lacking number of tawaf, made by Muslim over the years at the Holy Mecca. So yeah, it is clearly another hoax news that should not be spread. So here's in English. So yeah, the even the example that it gives about the rubber band, then the magnetic field of the earth related to this, so it is clearly something not scientific at all. So again, it is astronomical hoax news that should not be spread. All right. So here comes the impact of the spreading news, hoax news towards society, towards the community itself. So it gives a bad impact. For example, it gives a mistrust in science. So the society, the community as a whole, they do not believe in science. They do not believe what the expert says, or they do not believe what does the astronomer says. They just believe what they get from the WhatsApp, from the Telegram, Facebook message, and yeah, it's a source of information that cannot be reliable. So this happens due to the lack of knowledge among them, that they could not find what are the information, the real one. So they just believe anything that came towards them. So this causes the mistrust, or or do not believe at all towards science. Besides that, it can cause public chaos. So public chaos, of course, can cause fear among the community. So they might get very afraid of something astronomical news that really not going to happen. It is hoax, clearly, but they believe that what happens if the earth suddenly in a total darkness. So we do believe that it cannot happen like that unless that the sun could be suddenly blows out. So it should not be suddenly like that. There's a scientifically explanation towards that. Besides that, it disrupts the harmony and also the peace of among the society, and also disgrace towards the region, because whereby a certain news that came, when it relates to region, it causes a disgrace towards the region, as if like the region encourage people to spread hoaxes, which is should not be, because even religion asks us to seek for the truth. Okay. Uh, so there comes the solution to it, whereby Apa Universe Awareness Malaysia came out with a landing page called Apa Sebenarnya, in English called as What Is It? So it's a one-stop center online platform, and it provides a short and conclusive answer, not a lengthy, very long explanation. It just, you read it and you will immediately understand it. And it provides a reliable source of information, a list of websites that can be very reliable source of science information. And it is quite new, launched on January 2021, and I can say that it is a seasonal information page, whereby if there's a hoax news, then people will come in to here to find for the truth. So during that time, we're going to expect a high increase of traffic going into the website. And here I would like to share the tips to check for the right source and reference for astronomy news for the community and also for everyone out there. So when you receive something, you need to investigate either the information can be trusted or not. And then try to try to cross check with the information with other source of websites or information. And try to check also for the reliability of the information that you get. Either you get from a website that is very well known, astronomical website or science website, or is it just a tabloid that does not cater about science at all. So that's the reliability that you need to know. And also get the information from authorized agencies such as the space agencies, the science websites that is very well known and also established. And of course, do a lot of research to gain and to seek for the truth. So I think that's conclude my presentation for today. Here's the screenshot of Apa Sebenarnya, or What Is It landing page. That's all from me. Thank you so much for your attention.